Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This is your host, River Foxen, and as usual, we're going to move on with the story. We are going to be going through the second half of Interlude. So hopefully we'll be finishing this up this week. Anyway, I did do a couple of more regular missions from where I left off last time. There was a treasure chest up here, but other than that, nothing really exciting. So this is how much left we have. So let's do this story mode here. Alright. Vane and Cat Sith. I don't want to be rude, but we know you've been talking to Vane. We saw you. Oh, why didn't you say hello? I didn't know you were friends of his. Is he Scottish now? I don't know what's up with the accent. Not exactly. You see, Penelo Vane is from our world. He's responsible for starting a war that destroyed my home. Ah, he mentioned he was from an imperial house. I see. You approached him without knowing who he was? He said he was summoned here by a god different from who summoned me, so he kept talking. You talked to this god before coming here? Aye, the goddess Materia summoned me. Out of the blue, I'm in this world and she's telling me to join Cloud and the others. It happened so suddenly with the lady saying she's a goddess and all. I didn't know what was going on. That makes the two of us. So that's why you were gathering information. Even so, Vane of all people. This is merely my impression, but Vane strikes me as reasonable if he has no stake in the matter. You might be right. He's only interested in his lineage and our world, Ivalice. He seemed to have no love lost for the god that sent him here, Spiritus. He was also going on about history is woven by man and some such. Did he tell you anything useful? Anything that might help us? What he told me was pretty much what I've heard from all of you. He did say that, unlike Materia, Spiritus is standing by and watching his warriors destroy this world. How queer. He created this world with Materia. Why would he let it be destroyed? There must be a reason he's letting the likes of the Emperor and Kefka run wild. What happened after that? We parted ways. There wasn't much else to talk about. Besides, my friends are here. And now you're my friends too. You don't need to exchange more information with him? I don't like dictators, and I don't trust politicians. Well, that's good. I believe you. I'm sorry if it sounded like we doubted you. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. Alright. And we have a trio of regular fights, so I will be back when we get to something interesting. Alright, and now we have a boss fight. Alright, so let's begin. And we're going to take someone that was a viewer of the show. There's been some interesting thing. I don't know if they changed the way that it shows the support options, but it used to be that anybody that I had favorited was almost always at the top of the list. But now they don't show up quite as regularly. I mean, they'll be at the top of the list if they're in it, but they're not in it quite as regularly. I don't know if they changed maybe the algorithm by which it picks the people that you've followed. But let's get going. Alright. These fights aren't too difficult. I mean, my characters aren't completely maxed out, but they're pretty strong. And the only way I could make them stronger is to go ahead and get their equipment purpled, but there's no easy way for me to get the items I need to limit break their realized weapons. They're like the Orichalcum ingots, I believe is what they're called. Kupo! That monster! It's not like any other we've faced yet. Earth attacks barely harm it, Kupo. It's this first time we've seen this resistance. Be careful, Kupo. Alright. Well, I'm not too worried. I don't think I'm counting on too much earth damage. I guess this stone is earth, but we can just do this. And you know what? Because I want to summon our friend, I'm going to just do that anyway. Ooh, look at that axe. There we go. Good old General Leo. Alright, and now we have some more story. In summary. So there were so first there were these interdimensional torsions, but now our objective is this crystal core. Briefing him on our journey so far? Just what I needed. People who can tell the story better than I can. It all sounds so complicated. Saz has been around since the beginning, but so much has happened, Kupo. Cloud, how about it? Can you do your thing? Your thing? He wants me to wrap up what's happened so far. Is that something you can do? Perhaps you can show us a thing or two. He was our leader back home. This is a piece of cake for someone like him. In that case, I would appreciate it too. Hit us with it, kid. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Now this is interesting. This world we're in isn't our respective worlds. It's a fantasy created by Materia and Spiritus. Until recently, dimensional torsions infested this world, opening rifts everywhere. The source of the torsions was the Blackened Will. It possessed and used me to feed on everyone's powers, Kupo. Then it manifested into a beast, most powerful after its feast. We believed this Blackened Will had made its base here, and was trying to devour our home worlds. But we showed him. We took him down for good. Unfortunately, according to Materia, there's still something sinister lurking out there. Something that wants to destroy this world. We have no idea who or what it is. Right now our goal is the Crystal Core, Kupo. It's the foundation of this world. The fact that there are monsters and other strange things happening around the core is proof that someone with their sights on the core is opening rifts around it, Kupo. That's a power we share. Through dimensions we can tear. What? That's incredible! As long as you have the strength of will, you can create a passage in this world to get elsewhere. Can't seem to use it to go back home or to other worlds, though. This power tends to be stronger in Spiritus's warriors, Kupo. I hope they're not up to anything. I see. So first we need to get to the core to see who or what is trying to get their hands on it. Right, Kupo. I'll guide you there. Follow me.
Okini.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. The crystal core. So there is where I will find my answer. Alright, so Gatsip is up to no good, and we've just got some regular fights, so once again, I will be back when something interesting happens. Alright, and now we have a new story chapter. One thing that did appear is that there is this door here, but it doesn't open until I clear, I'm assuming, the rest of this chapter. But that looks like it's going to happen pretty soon. So anyway, let's go to this story chapter. Word of God. You are intimate with a warrior of materia? Intimate? That sounds kind of... We are exchanging information. I would choose your words more carefully. Two gods and an entity that's consuming dimensions. What have I gotten myself into? You do not take the gods' words for truth, do you?
Yeah.
I'm just a fortune-telling machine. That's a mite harder question than I can answer. So you say. However, you have a will of your own, do you not? What about you? Are you doing what the gods tell you? History is woven by man, in all worlds. Nice sentiment, but there don't seem to be any other people in this world. Precisely. Here there is neither nation nor society, only those chosen by the gods' whim. It is most perverted. A man is human because of the societies he builds. However much a hero you may be in your world, what good is it without having someone to protect? I have a duty to my nation and my house Solidor. I have no intention of accommodating the gods in their foolish games.
Mama!
I can relate. There's a pile of work waiting for me back home, too. But if Cloud and the gang are fighting for something here, I can't just leave them on their own. I see. You will then join Materia's warriors. Yes, they're my friends. Although, for their sake, you desire the information I hold. Am I correct? Leave it to a politician to sense an opportunity for collusion. This'll make things go much faster. Naturally, one hand needs to wash the other. I'll cooperate with you. I found some transmission devices, though one's missing a part. Do you know how to use these? So such technology exists here as well. If you discovered them here, perhaps the missing part can be found in the surrounding rubble. Then you take the one that works. I'll hold on to the one that needs fixing. Very well, then we are in agreement. Alrighty, I'll hold up things on my end. Warriors are summoned here from worlds over, the perfect feeding ground for that which devours energy. This world's existence is a threat to mine own. You plan to destroy the crystal, and with it this world? I even have a guide to lead me, far wiser than challenging gods with unmeasured powers. Your tongue may be silken, but your fist chooses war. You are as much a slave to bloodshed as I. I dirty my hands to fulfill my duties. Do not conflate me with a bloodthirsty warrior like yourself. There is strength to be gained in being true to oneself. A weak excuse. I will watch as you fight for your duties. Alright, this music is very dramatic. Anyway, we have a regular fight and a boss fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the boss fight first, so that I don't have to pause the recording. And I'll come back and do the regular fight when I'm not recording. Anyway, let us begin. Oh, hey, look, it's the other friend of the show. Well, how convenient. You both get to appear on this week's episode. Alright. Get rid of these. And here's our boss. Oh, 2 liches. Alright, those look a little scary. Oh wow, I did not mean to, like, kill things outright. I wanted to summon my friend. There we go. All right. And we have another dialogue. Left unremembered. We defeated the Black Will, but our memories are still hazy. It's weird, right? I feel like I'm forgetting something pretty important. Exactly the same as before. You look exactly the same as before, too. Mog, is there anything you can tell us? Anyone with the strength of will can create a torsion here, Kupo, not just the blackened will. These unique rifts bend time and space and sometimes create mannequins, Kupo. So torsions don't solely exist because of the blackened will. We all have the power to create them, Spiritus' warriors included. But we've hardly used that power. Who's to say? What if we did and just forgot? Our enemies could be using their powers as we speak. There's a possibility they stole our memories and experiences to weaken us, Kupo. Or we unconsciously got rid of our memories and went back in time in order to face a terrible foe, Kupo. Sounds plausible. Whatever happened, we really don't remember any of it. That's right. And even I don't know what happened to your memories, Kupo. If we all chose to forget, I'm okay with not remembering. Yeah, I suppose you're right. But there are some of us who are worried. We need to do something. You'll simply need to trust the choice made by your past self. I can't remember at all if it was something done to us or something we did to ourselves. Yeah, in the meantime, let's tell everyone the happier version of what could have happened. Agreed. So that's interesting. They're not actually sure if they forgot these things on their own. Well, another boss fight. I will get back to that one eventually. But let's move on. Alright. Well, these things look interesting. Alright, Vanguard Magitech armor, ×2. And they didn't last very long.
かん。もう終業。
Alright, and another boss fight. Maybe it's just gonna be all bosses till the end? I don't know. We have Helldiver. Alright. I have a feeling it won't last too long. I mean, I may not even give it a turn. Yeah, it's starting to look like its bosses all the way down. Alright. Quick dealing with those. A booster machine and a prototype. Alright. Alright, and another dialogue. What was lost? Memories, of course. Did you hear? There's a chance we forced ourselves to go back in time some odd years when we came to this world. I still feel as old as ever. Why didn't I get any younger? Just one of the theories. Besides, weren't you that age when you met Bartz and the others? I must have chosen experience over youth. I wonder what those who chose youth were thinking. People need to forget the past to move forward. Maybe that's exactly what we did to go on. Pretty stoic for a kid. That's how things are in my world. Then it was my decision to come here as the Sarah who can fight, instead of the one too scared to do anything? Of course! Anyone who wants to save family would have done the same. You know what the future holds in store for Lightning and Hope, and yet you haven't told them.
ごめんなさい。
Yeah, I want to, but I don't think they should know. Is that because they might change the future or destroy other possibilities?
ううん。
There's that, but mostly because it's something they chose. They need to get there on their own. I know it's unsettling to see a completely different me, but still. It might be an enemy trick done to us for all we know. There's no point in thinking about it. Did we choose this for ourselves, or was it chosen for us? I remember you said you don't recall anything other than fighting Garland. When I lost, I sense I lost much more than just the battle. I may have also lost precious memories. I was told I lost my light by someone who probably knows what would become of me. I need to get it back, and it's something I need to do myself. If we used our willpower to lose our memories and experiences, or even if we had them stolen, we should be able to get them back with that same willpower. I wonder, will I be able to get back this light that I lost by protecting this world? Let us believe as we go forth. We may lack our memories, but we still have our allies and our ability to fight.
そうだな。
You're right. Well, Dark Knight Cecil doesn't know that he's going to become Paladin Cecil. Alright, so there's a regular fight. So I'm going to go back and do this one, and then I'll move on, and I'll probably be back for another boss fight before we finish up this map. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, and we're almost done with this map, so we have a dialogue here. Battle to take back. So, the center of the world lies just ahead. I have a feeling this is not the end of Interlude.
ふざけんな!
You were waiting to ambush us! Uh-oh. You knew it would come to this.
もちろんだ。
Indeed, I never expected the road to open without some dirt on my hands.
どういうつもりや?
I didn't like the sound of that. Just what are you planning to do? You came to protect the crystal core in the world. I have no such desire.
なんでだよ!
Why does he know about the core? What did you tell him?
落ち着け.
Calm down. Cat Sith gave us information on him too. That arrangement also ends here. You got that right. Cat Sith, tell us later about everything you learned from this guy. Will you continue to fight with us? Certainly. I didn't particularly care for reckless measures like destroying worlds.
下船な。
Reckless? I would say reasonable. It doesn't matter. Why do you want to destroy this world anyway?
その程度か。
This is where the Plains Gorger has made its base. With a path to every world, it is the perfect feeding ground. Think rationally if you wish to save Ivalice.
どういうことだ?
What will happen to us and the gods if this world is destroyed? That is none of my concern.
何も分かっておらん。
This man does not care if the warriors who walk this world are annihilated along with the world's destruction. A small price to pay for the safety of the people of Arcadia. Nay, the peoples of Ivalice.
くそ.
That's your idea of reasonable? Putting a price on the lives of others?
よせ!
You'll save nothing that way. These warriors have people waiting for them to come home too.
面白い。
At last, the sword is drawn. Let's say I don't like your way of doing things either. There may be a way to protect both those here and the peoples in the world we come from. I refuse to give up, no matter how small the spark of hope may be. So that's how your light shines, I see. At last, a warrior worthy of my blade. Vayne, we will fight together.
立ち上がれ。
If we must. To arms.
ふざけんな!
We won't let you get away with this. Maybe this is the... I don't know. I don't know if this is the end of the chapter or not. We are going to find out very shortly. Let's look at who we're fighting here. Yep, Garland and Vane. Well, let's begin. And, who do I want to bring? There's a lot of Vanes in here. Bring Vane against Vane. That could work. I don't know if I'm actually going to use them. If things get a little slow, I will, but I have not really had any trouble with these fights with this party, so... Alright, here's the boss. Bosses. Vane and Garland. Come, show me the light you harbor. If I am in error, then you had best set me straight. You bet we will. We all feel the same. Verily, we shall not bend. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, they're not lasting very long. Alright. Oh, and of course, yep, this is not the end. There is another map. Now let's look at how big this map is. It's not horribly big. I think we will finish that next week. So if you enjoyed this Let's Play, be sure to like and subscribe and click the bell icon if you're so inclined. And I'll see you later.